Howdy, everyone. Leslie Hassler here with Your Biz Rules. Welcome. How's it been? I don't know about you. I'm curious. Has anyone else been feeling a little lost out there? I don't know that I can remember a point in time of my life when there was this much upheaval, turmoil, conflict, uncertainty. It's I don't know, like a mystic salad of just stuff. I was doing really well in March, and I was coming on and sharing and really working on working on helping other business owners really start to manage COVID and everything that it was happening in its business. And then I got a little derailed. And the reason I got derailed was quite simple. My father-in-law became, I won't say ill, but started declining. So he did not have COVID. This was just a natural progression of life, but it really was made interested by COVID as we honored his wishes, allowed him to be at home, found an excellent hospice organization here in North Texas. VNA, the Visiting Nurses Association, I believe is their thing. They did an amazing job in assisting us, as well as we had some home health help with Right at Home, and they did an amazing job as well to help us navigate a really challenging time and do it with honor and dignity and all that nice fun stuff. So that took a lot of my energy. I'll be honest, took a lot of my energy, but that's okay, because that's really what my priorities are. I am very much I work so that I may live kind of person. Family becomes before my business. And that does mean that when we have times where I've got to pour into my family a little bit more, that means I'm not in my business, because at the end of the day, I'm only one person. But Grandpa passed away at the end of April. We spent May really just trying to go through and do all the things that we needed to do with his house and the estate and all that nice fun ball of wax. Again, so much fun during COVID times. And I really found myself, I think at the end of May, it's hard to believe it's almost a month ago, and in end of May, questioning where my not priorities, but really where I wanted to put my energy and my efforts. And I'll be honest, and there's a part of me that's like, oh, I don't want to share. I was like, should I share? How much should I share? My business is fine. My business is fine because I have been through something like this before. I was prepared. I didn't know what was coming, but I could feel something coming. And so I just took steps in my business to be prepared. And that affords me a lot of freedom. A lot of freedom to take time to do things like caring for an ill family member, or being able to take some time to process grief and still be a mom and have two kids at home doing homeschool and or virtual school. I won't say homeschool. I was not homeschooling, but virtual school and all those nice fun things all wrapped up in one. But I really did have that moment of saying, is it worth it? Is it worth it to continue? And I want to share that because I think for a lot of business owners out there, yeah, might be having that same conversation, because we have an uncertain future, right? We don't know the answers. And there's some businesses out there that are doing great. There's other businesses that have been able to pivot. There are some businesses that are starting to close. I'm starting to see more and more of that. And I think we will see more and more of that as the year plays out. I think one of the estimates is 40%. Like we could potentially lose 40% of the small business community. And that's a lot. But it's really a lot when you understand the millions that it is. Let me use my calculator. I believe in the calculator. My husband's better at head math, but so there's about 25, 26 million, depending on which statistic you'd like to pull out your fingertips. So 40%, 10.4 million. There are so many small businesses out there, and a lot of times who's been able to pull us through this economic, or when we have economic uncertainty, it's been small business, because we can have little impact in big ways, a little impact that really has a cascading effect throughout the economy. If we lose these small businesses, it's a travesty. It really is. I have been on the end of really probably 2 steps away from closing down my first business. I know what that journey's like. It's not a fun journey. It's very emotional. It's very, maybe just for me, not just for me, maybe it's women, I don't know, but you kind of feel guilty. You kind of feel ashamed. You feel failure. You feel grief. You feel a whole nother ball of wax. It's just not enjoyable to go through. Now, I will say there are times when closing down the business is the right answer. I've helped people do that too. And it can be done gracefully, and it can be done with honor. But I don't know that the loss that we're looking at suffering in our small business economy is worth it. I don't know if it's worth it to let people go silently in the night. So when I really started going, okay, is this worth it? Is this what I want to continue to do? I had to say yes, but the big reason has changed. And for a long time, it has been about, having impact, making change, getting good results. I'm all about results. I really love results. I get very frustrated when we have a hard time getting results. But it really has come down to more impact and being able to change as many businesses' courses that they've been set upon, or that they've gotten into a wait and see path on, or hope and prayer path on, that really has them kind of floating down that river of going silently in the night. And I don't want that. And I don't know if you feel that way too. It would be really interesting. I know I'm using a new system here. So I've got that, but really what I've decided to do is that impact is what I want. Change is what I want for the betterment for all of us, so that we all win in the end. And I've been sitting here really considering, what does that look like? What is impact? What can I share? And it's easy to get into the, I've been doing business coaching and consulting for so long. I've gotten over that kind of imposter syndrome. Not that it doesn't rear its head at times. I've gotten over that. Well, what do I know? What can I share? What's of value? Because I've seen what value it really does have. And I've gotten really good at asking. My clients what the value that they received. In fact, it's so funny. At the end of every session that I do with one of my clients, they have to do 2 things. They have to rate the meeting 1 to 10. And that's always kind of interesting. Lots of 9s and 10s. When I've made people think, when we've had some tough love, when I've had to be really brutally honest, lovingly honest, let's say, there's sometimes a 5, a 6, and a 7 in there, and that's okay. But the next thing I ask is, what was the most valuable part? What was the most valuable thing that we accomplished today? And I'm always so surprised, because it's not always where I thought the most valuable thing was. But that's how I know that what I do really does deliver value, is that I ask, and then people tell me. So that's really good. So I feel strong in that. And so that's why I'm back. I won't promise perfection. Although I'm a member of the card-carrying members of Perfectionists Anonymous. I don't know if you've got a card. I'm not out for perfection, but I am about showing up and really finding the way to deliver and change and create impact with people, and especially small business owners. So that's why I'm here live with you today. I can see, I've already gotten some hearts and some eyes, and I will have to, let's see, I'll remove that. Maybe that'll show me who you are. Oh, Matthew, thank you. Now I can see your comment. Oh, I have to show that. Thank you, Matthew. So I'm really out here to do that. If you have questions, by all means, let us know. I'm happy to answer any questions I can answer in business. In fact, when I started this business, my second business, I have made all these deals with God. It's really kind of entertaining. I make these deals with God. I've said, okay, God, I will do this. If you give me flashing lights and arrows and make it really super clear. But the other thing I did is I said, okay, any question I can answer in 15 minutes. Okay. Any question I can answer in 15 minutes, I'm just going to answer the question. If your question takes me longer than 15 minutes, I probably can't do it justice and would steer you so wrong in that 15 minutes, and we need a longer conversation. But as I come on and do these more lives with you guys, feel free to put your questions in the comments and let me know what they are so that I can answer them. I may not be able to answer on the live that I'm doing, but I can put it into our schedule because we have got a quite robust schedule. Have an intern, Armani Gillespie, who's an MBA student at SMU, who's been helping me stay organized and get organized. And we have about 6 weeks of content, which is pretty amazing and pretty difficult. If you've ever done that much content out there, you know what kind of an adventure that is. So that's a little bit of what I've been doing. I will say I'm going to post this one in the comments. If you want to get notifications of when I go live or have the link sent to you so that you can catch it and look at it later, just click on the link that I sent. You'll click there. It'll take you to Facebook Messenger if we're in Facebook, and it will say get started. Perhaps just click that prompt and you'll get a message from me, and that will just let me share this information with you so you don't miss any lives. If you're on LinkedIn, darn, there's nothing on LinkedIn that helps me do that. But know that we'll be doing them every day. So you feel free to always check the profiles and be able to find any kind of past episodes. So I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you're, if you've been feeling a little lost, that you're ready to be maybe, I don't know, a little unlost, and we can take that journey together. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you're having a beautiful day. I hope that you're getting a little bit of sunshine and finding a little bit of joy. And I think today we posted about kindness. So I'll leave that with you. I tell my children all the time, you do not have to like people to be kind to people. And it's more important to be kind than it is to be right. And that is really where I lead from. And I hope where you lead from. I know a lot of the people in my life lead from there, but I know there's a lot of people that can learn it too. So thank you. I have to say hi to my friend Paula. I'm going to post you up, Paula, as soon as I figure out where my mouse went. It's a problem with two things. Oh, Paula's been around me for a really long time. We go back, girlfriend. Chink. Hi, Jolene. Oh, how do you hear everything? Well, once we go live, I know it'll repost and you'll be able to see it. But if you want, there is, let me see if I can just copy it. There is a chat, and that will give you the prompt, and then you'll also get the link. So I'll be sending back out the links after the Facebook Live. So if you can't meet me live, you're doing something, you're off doing greatness in the world. If you do this little link, then I will send you a message and you'll have the link to be able to do that. How nifty is that? See if I can figure this out. I'm doing a new system, guys, so give me just a second. But yeah, so that's what we're doing today. No, I'm not gonna be able to do that. I'll have to paste it and do it again, but it's in the chat box there, so you'll be able to do that link, and that'll just give you the little notification for that. So I'll be back tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I really do have an awesome intern. He's been helping a lot, but you should see the articles that we have been pulling just to, have a point of reference, there's so much information coming out right now. This really is never a better time to be a small business owner. I know that may not seem it, but really and truly, really great businesses are built during these times. You've just got to adopt a different attitude and not get swept up in the chaos that's here. Be aware of it, be intentional with it, but have an intention, a strategic intention on how to move forward. But tomorrow we're going to tackle one of these articles that is giving some great advice. It may be not just, it's not always so clear how a small business owner can put this to work. I'm going to help you with that. I tell my peeps all the time, I'm the small business geek. I'm the business geek. I'm the one reading all the HBRs. We read one last week and it was so jargon heavy. I was like, this has got to be a professor who wrote this. It was so jargon heavy. I almost had to like read it aloud and then do a translation. It was kind of funny, but I like that. I totally get off on research and a lot of the business strategy and help just translate that to small business owners so that they can put it to use. Awesome. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Like I said, I will officially say ciao at this moment, but check back tomorrow. Sign up for those notifications so you don't miss any lives, and I'll be talking to you soon.